Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the After Hours edition on E20 Zone TV. Down the bottom there is Kane. To my right is Lucas, all the way from the US of A. Mitchell's going to be on along in a bit, and hopefully Elite later on. Shit today. You heard what I said earlier. This is where the boys come in and have their say. Lucas, what you saying about today?
I mean, not a lot you can say besides it was just absolute crap. It was a complete pile of shit that we got served up today, and really no one is exempt from criticism or anything like that. So, yeah, just a total collapse, a total failure on all levels.
Fucking bad. Kane, what you saying about today, mate?
Rubbish, pathetic, and disgraceful, I thought.
Yeah, I know, mate. It wasn't that good. Mitch, welcome back. Hope you're well.
Hello.
Did you go there today, Mitch?
I did not. Thank fuck.
Thank fuck for that. What you saying today? That was shit.
We didn't give a fuck about the game, to be honest.
He said that with such a venom.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, but you might not give a fuck about the game, but the performance you must be give a fuck about, surely.
Yeah. The thing is, I actually gave a fuck when we started playing bad, which is weird.
Yeah.
But I was watching the game thinking, look, season's basically over now. I just want to watch some good football and maybe, get a draw or maybe nick a win. But I wasn't expecting that. That was really shit today. Honestly, I thought everyone was poor today. Everyone. I don't think there was a single good player.
Before we get started, what did you make of Moyes' post-match sort of thoughts, mate? Some of them
didn't read it, didn't hear it, don't want to hear it.
I heard it, I read it, and I don't like it. That's what I'm gonna say. I
could really care less, personally.
Yeah, he's like some of the shit he was coming out with. It was like he doesn't like. He said about we've got too many attackers on the pitch, and I'm thinking, in the fucking A, we only got 3. Do you know?
I actually love that one.
No, yeah. So Lucas told me that earlier. I didn't hear about that. It was absolute bollocks. Absolute bollocks. It was all a cover up to say Bukayo weren't running today. He weren't a midfielder today. He was an attacker. It was an excuse to say none of our attackers were tracking back.
I don't know what position Paqueta was playing today, but Fever's seeing a ghost.
Mate, I don't know what's going on with my fucking... I've got this thing going off in my fucking house. Hold on. Lucas, carry on the show, quick.
Just two hands come out and start strangling him.
Well, all right. New dog on the block. Mitch, continue your thoughts, what you were saying about Moyes and his comments.
Well, yeah, as I was saying to you earlier, Lucas, I think it's absolute bollocks that he's coming out saying we've got too many attackers on the pitch. Like, you can have as many attackers as you want. If they play deep, they play the right system, and they're willing to get stuck in, they're willing to track back, then you can have as many attackers on the pitch as you want. Obviously, besides some of the defenders, and you can get a result. If those attackers don't work hard, they don't track back, they don't press, then you're not going to get anything.
Yeah, I know, mate. I know. I don't know what that was there, but fuck me. I thought it was like the fucking purger, mate. I thought it was the last rites. Right, Kane, before we get started, what did you make of his post-match thoughts?
Yeah, a bit weird to be honest with you. It was sort of like he was trying to say, "Oh, look, I'm trying to play this way," and it's that fault. But it's like, mate, you pick the players. Yeah, you take responsibility. And some of the time, I think Moyes gets it okay, and the players mess it up. I think it was a mixture today. Yeah. I mean, Moyes versus box midfields, absolutely tragic. The guy gets absolutely cooked every time we play him. So he didn't deal with that properly at all.
Yeah, I agree with you, mate. I agree. But right, let's get into these player ratings. Quick fire, lads, tonight. So just fire away. Say what you got to say, and then we'll rattle through. Lucas, you go first.
He held 5 today, but I don't even know what rating to give. I'm going to give him a high 5. He made about 15,000 saves today because we got absolutely pelted. But I think the Nicholas Jackson goal where Madueke laid it off to him. That's probably my one instance I thought he could have done a bit more, but I mean, he was just getting pelted all day. He made some saves. I'll give him a high 5 for his efforts.
I'm going to agree. I think if he's not in goal, it's fucking 10-0, isn't it? Let's be real. So yeah, I make mine short and sweet. 5. Mitch, what you saying?
Yeah. 6 actually. 6.
I'm so glad Mitch is back.
No.
He's like, I don't give a fuck.
No, actually, nah, because I think for Jackson's goal should have come out a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Poor goalkeeping for that, actually. Yeah, 5.
Kane?
Yeah, 5. It's not his fault we got bad, is it?
No, not really. No, if anything, he's fucking saved us today, really. Well, we move on to this man. I'll start off with Mitch. Sufal.
By the way, there was bits of the game I was so pissed off. I went for shit. I went and made a cup of tea. So there are
all the good
maybe
things.
a few gaps in my.
Sorry, mate. You missed out on all the good parts of Sufal's performance then.
I doubt that.
Yeah. Do you want me to go first? Do you want me to go first, Mitch? I got my rate already.
You know what? It was quite quiet, actually. I didn't really see much game.
3. The geezer's fucking not all that, mate. Like, I'm going to say this, yeah? People have been saying, oh, he's got 7 assists this year. And all that. Like, oh, like, bruv, shut the fuck up, man. He ain't no good. He's no good, right? He is a backup right back at best. He should not be our first choice. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? I'll give him a 3, and that's being kind. I'll come to Mitch last. Let me think about it. Kane, what you saying?
I know now.
Go on.
Ready.
Go on.
High 3.
Fair enough. Kane?
Look, I'll give. It wasn't his best game,
Low
but
4, actually. Sorry.
Go on, Kane.
it was his best game, but again, I think he was a high 4. I thought Mudryk didn't really do anything. I saw him; he didn't really get better of him. I saw him pick on Mudryk a couple of times, I think as well. He weren't great. He wasn't like Emerson, so he gets a 4.
4. Lucas?
I'll give Sufal a 4.
4 out of 10, yeah. Right, let's come to this man, the fucking captain of the ship. Captain, that's fucking laughable. Kane, take it away for this man.
I like to stress I'm the same with Mitch. I watched it in the garden on a terrible stream because for some reason that wasn't on TV that game, which I thought was strange. But anytime I looked at the guy, it didn't really fill me with confidence. 3.
Yeah, it's fucking being kind, that is. Mitch, what you saying?
Honestly, there was times in the game, as a captain, step up. And when Paqueta done his stupid fucking passes, Sufal was kind of walking back in the touchline like that. If I was Zuma, I'd be, as the captain, you should be fucking leveling him to that cunt. Because I was absolutely fuming.
Agree.
With Paqueta today. He's no captain. It's quite embarrassing, I think, that he's our captain.
Give us a number.
I don't think it was actually too bad. It was poor. Everyone was poor, but compared to the other players, it was a lot worse players today. I'd go high 4.
Jesus.
No way. No chance. Right, I'm giving him a fucking 2, and that's me being kind. Absolutely shit, mate. Can't defend, can't fucking be a captain. Let's be real here. This geezer's the captain of West Ham United Football Club, right? Like, you can say a lot about Moyes, but one thing he has fucked up on is making this geezer the captain, right? When the going gets tough, we just fall apart, and he's nowhere to be seen. He's not even in the media. He don't come out and say anything to fucking media after. It's always Souček, it's Ward-Prowse, it's fucking Bowen, it's someone else other than him. That's not my captain, too. Lucas.
I love Kurt Zuma, but he's going to have to firm a 2 out of 10. He gifted Chelsea 2 of their 5 goals. I agree with what you all said about him as a captain, but I'm not going to use as an excuse because I know he's the captain, but there's 10 other players on the pitch that need to get involved as well. I know you look to your captain for an example, but like the other players have to want it as well. You can bring a horse to water, but they won't drink it. So, but he was absolutely crap today. Probably one of the worst performances I've seen from Kurt Zuma. And yeah, so 2 out of 10. Absolute crap.
Kane, have I done you?
Yeah, I gave him a 3.
All right, fair enough, mate. Move on to this man. Bonner, this is sad, this one, because I'm seeing people coming at him now, and he shouldn't be like that. Lucas, I'll let you go first.
Again, same with Zuma. I love Uncle Ange, one of my favorite players of all time, arguably my favorite West Ham player. Yeah, you feel bad for him at this point watching him play, because someone said it the other week, like,
yeah,
the football IQ is still there, but his body just it doesn't match the actions he wants to do. He's just past it, and it's kind of bullying putting him out on the pitch right now. But we have literally no one else to put there, so he was crap today. Not as bad as Zuma, but he was crap. So I'm gonna give him a 3.
Not as bad as Zuma.
Well, I gave Zuma a 2. I'm giving Ogbonna a 3. So
fucking hell. I felt sorry for him today.
To be fair, mate, you did say you took about 2-3 shits, 2-3 tea breaks.
Yeah.
So.
But from what I saw of Bonner, I personally thought he was at fault for more goals.
Oh, no way.
I don't know, mate. He got spun fucking loads of times, Lucas. He won all that. Like, I'll be real.
There's no chance.
I don't think he put a single tackle in. I didn't see him make a single clearance.
He did not.
The goals that happened.
Zuma gifted 2 goals today. Ogbonna did not gift a goal. Was he poor? Yes, but he didn't gift 2 goals today.
What did Zuma gift? I'm not saying Zuma was good, because I thought it was really shit. What goal?
The Palmer goal, the very first goal. I don't know what the hell that clearance is. That's terrible. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure
Where's the gap? Where's the gap on the 4th goal? The one that was offside. Like, whose fault's that? Is that that's a Bonner's fault? That is. He's fucking miles away from it.
Zuma was the one that kept him on side, but I mean that was a total.
Bonner leaves the gap open.
That was no. That was all Emerson. That goal. That was all Emerson. That was horrendous, and that's coming from me.
The Gallagher what are you giving? Bonner was nowhere near him.
Yes, valid.
Literally looking at that.
What are you giving him, Lucas?
I gave Ogbonna a 3.
Right, Mitch, what are you saying?
I personally, in my opinion, thought it was worse than Zuma's day.
That is just that's crap. That's so bad, Mr. Tea Break.
The overall game, like his overall gameplay, like his game today, I thought was worse personally. I thought every time the ball was near him, it was shit. I thought Ogbonna's worse than their performance. I'm keeping it real. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go low 2.
Low 2.
Okay, what did you give Zuma?
4.
You are smoking crack.
100%.
I have.
Right, I'm going in the middle.
Someone put some ketamine in your tea today.
I'm going in the middle. I'm going to give him a 3. Yeah, and that's me being kind. Yeah, I thought he was out of position so many times today. Yeah, it's not his fault. Yeah, his full fucking choice. He shouldn't even be playing. But he's playing because we've got no one else, and this is how it's been left. I actually feel sorry for him tonight. Well, I will be honest. I do feel sorry for this man because he's been a good servant to West Ham, and people are coming out and saying, yeah, you need to retire and all that. It's not that he needs to retire. It's the club needs to let him go. Simple as that. And the club are like, no, please, Ange, stay forever because we don't want to pay out for another centre half. I'll give him a 3. Wasn't his day. Wasn't good. Not very good at all. Kane, what are you saying?
I'm sorry, Lucas.
At the same time there, with the payout thing, honestly, if David Moyes wanted him gone and said he didn't have another year in him at the start of the season, and I don't like to go against Moyes and back the board here, but truthfully, if we had a different manager, say with whoever, I think Ogbonna wouldn't have played this season. I think he would have been let go.
I don't know, mate. I think this is a bit of everyone, but I do think this is on the ball for trying to keep him here. They're trying to keep him here now when Moyes is at the fucking doors.
Yeah, they are right now, currently, yeah. But Moyes, if Moyes really didn't want Ogbonna for this season, this 23-24 season, then I think he would have gone. If he truly didn't want him.
Fair enough, mate. Kane, what you saying for a Bonham, man?
I'll give him a high 2. It's like playing a slip and slide. That bloke, he was terrible.
Yeah, it weren't good. It
Hey,
weren't
who
good
do
at
you
all.
think was worse, Bono or Zuma?
I thought Bono was.
Yeah.
War a win for you.
Right, Kane, I'm gonna let you speak now. Emerson, mate. Fucking hell, what happened today?
Look, I'm going to have to quote Brozovic here. I'm smoking his pack next season. But lazy, uninterested, disgrace. I'm not confident in him next season. Low 2 out of 10.
I'm actually concerned. I'm gonna go next. I'm actually concerned about Emerson big time. Yeah, I can't really remember a game this calendar year where he's been unreal. Yeah, every game I've looked at him, there's been moments where he's been fucking all over the gaff. I mean, literally all over the place. Paqueta doesn't play well. He don't play well. If Paqueta plays good, he plays good. It's basically like that. Today that goal, that Nicholas Jackson goal, with the fucking gap and the lack of running and intensity from this geezer was unreal. I'm going to give him a 2 out of 10. Shit, with L5, he weren't interested. He hasn't been interested for a couple of weeks. I think he's played one good game in this calendar year that I can remember off the top of my head. That's Brentford at home, where he scored that weldy. Other than that, I don't remember another game where he's been really that good. So yeah, 2. Lucas.
Yeah, no one loves Emerson as much as me, but wow, today was absolutely horrific. I actually didn't think we were too bad the first 10, 11 minutes, and then as soon as we scored, it just went to shit very fast.
Yeah.
But Emerson was awful today. That goal that Zuma kept him on side, that marking was some of the worst I think I've ever seen in my life. I don't know what he was trying to do. I don't know what he was trying to make Jackson do off that run, but it was just absolutely awful. And he really just had no influence today. And yeah, he's gonna have to hold a 3 out of 10 for me.
Mitch.
3. Yeah. I love Emerson more than Lucas, and and I've got to be honest. Since I think Paqueta came back from injury, around that similar time where Paqueta's head's been a bit dropped, he's been exactly the same. He's looked less interested. He's tracking back defensively. He's been poor. He's just switched off. It's been like the last 3 months. I wouldn't say calendar year because I think January. I think around that time he's still pretty good. I think probably since maybe when Paqueta came back from injury towards the end of January, start of February, he's been really, really poor. I like him, but I've got to be honest. Like, if he continues like this next season, he's got to get the fucking boot.
It's been dominoes in my opinion. Like this whole calendar year, I think not Emerson. I think Paqueta's head was really the first one to go, and then it's just been a spiral in continuation to other players. In my opinion, I'm not trying to say that Lucas Paqueta is like a cancer or a virus or anything, but like we all know he's been poor all season, and when you're just around poor players, poor performances, and poor form, it's so hard to like get uplifted, but it's still no excuse to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with Mitch.
Mitch, what are you saying? Give me a number.
3.
3 out of 10. Move on then. This man, Edson Alvarez. One thing I do disagree with Mitch, with Moyes, is that fucking digging this geezer out, saying, "Oh, because of last year we had Declan Rice," basically having a dig at fucking Alvarez here. When Alvarez
I think that's a bit too deep. I really don't think it's like
I don't know. I don't know on this one. Like he's
not tipping Alvarez, is he? He's just saying Rice is like the best DM in the world. I don't think he's tipping Alvarez.
Right, but for me, I thought Alvarez was fucking shambles, mate. Like literally all over the place. Couldn't pick up anyone. Couldn't do anything. Got subbed. Fucking hell. A 1. out of 10. Am I being too harsh there? Like we held fucking how many goals was it at half time? 3 was it? Do you know what I mean? So
I thought the first goal was an absolute disgrace because we have a DM and then Thomas Suchek that they were just nowhere to be seen for the first goal. And it's like, where are you? They just weren't there.
It fucking wasn't there at all. Right, I'll go a 1. I'll make this quick fire. I thought he weren't good. I thought he was terrible, and he got subbed at half time. Lucas, what you saying? Give me a number.
Alvarez was, for me, on par, I think, with Zuma. But I truly do think Zuma was completely awful today. I thought Alvarez was pretty bad, but not to that degree. I'm going to go with a 3. He was crap.
Yeah, well, Elite, welcome. It's
James?
mate. Gutted, mate.
Gutted. Painful.
Yeah, it is. Not half. What are you saying about Edson Alvarez today? You was there. You witnessed him live.
Yeah, he made a nice tackle in the first 10 minutes, went straight through the player, laid him out. Edson, ole, ole, ole.
Yeah.
Brilliant song, by the way.
Mate, he was bad. Yeah, he was. Honest to God, that double pivot when he's got to defend the middle of the pitch, he's great one-on-one out wide and all that. He's fucking useless, mate. It's so easy to get through sometimes because I know a lot of credit's gone his way, and I think he's had a good first season in the Premier League, 100%. He's a big reason we conceded so many goals this year. Yeah, and we miss him when he doesn't play 100%. But today he was crap, man. He was really, really poor. He was really poor. And he was. You talk about players not really bothering on the beach. He was one who looked like he was on the beach. Frankly, it was quite pathetic, really, to be honest. I think some of it was tactical, though. I think he didn't know whether to stay or go.
I agree on that.
But yeah, he was shite, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, they all were. Yeah, we lost 5-0 to Chelsea, for fuck's sake. Embarrassing. Yeah, mortifying. We can't live this down.
I'll never let it go.
But he was particularly bad.
I definitely can't live it down, especially the people I know. They've been in my they've been in my DMs all fucking day, mate. Literally pricks. Lee, give me a number.
Well, I just want to say it's good to see you, Mitchell. What an honour. What a pleasure. You're looking good. How's your microphone?
Shit, probably. I can't
the mic's actually all right. It's actually working.
Is it?
Yeah, it's actually all right, Mitch. Yeah.
It's been worse.
That's great news.
Yeah.
Is that Alfie in the top right with Lopetegui?
Nah, it ain't. It's Kane. I put Kane up.
Kane, I've got to be honest, mate. I'll give my opinion on that, yeah. That's offensive. Yeah, and I'll tell you why. David Moyes is the best West Ham manager of my lifetime. He's our current manager. Yeah,
listen, I'm trying to wind up James, all right.
Right. Listen, we will talk about that at the end, yeah, because we're going to have a lot to talk about. We're going to try and get him through his play ratings. Right, give me a number
but
for
it doesn't look like Elite's going to find it at the end because Mike Theory has said his point.
Mike Theory's coming on.
No, Mike Theory's not. Right,
Mike Theory wants you out.
Give me a number, Lee. 2, right. Mitch, give me a number for Alvarez.
Don't you dare fucking say 4.
Yeah,
3.
don't, Mitch. Oh, fucking hell. All right, fair enough. Kane, what are you saying?
I agree with the chat. 2 out of 10. I think he might be asthmatic. That's just a feeling.
Fair enough. Right, let's go to this man. Fucking Thomas Suchek. He done one good diving header clearance in the first half. That's all I remember from the game from him. I don't remember anything else.
He's so elegant. I love him.
I don't know about this one. This was bad and all. Kane, I'll let you go first.
I'm with you, James. I don't really remember this bloke. I cannot never usually say that about Suchek. 3 out of 10.
Yeah, I don't know where to fucking think of. I thought he was out of position so many times. I don't know. Like with this geezer, like if I say a 3, then I'll go with that. But fucking hell, I don't really remember him. Like because all the rest of them was
saying 3 because it's 5-0. I think there's one time he completely lost a duel, didn't he? Did they score from it? I can't remember.
No, he absolutely whiffed on a slide tackle. It was pretty pathetic.
I'll go 3.
I can't imagine Suchek slide tackling him.
Yeah, well,
That weird.
not can fucking we. I go a 3 out of 10. Kane goes a 3. Lucas, go ahead, mate.
Yeah, I'll give him a 3. Midfield, absolute, just tragic viewing today.
Yeah, Mitch, your best mate.
My best mate. Well, I'll tell you what though, this season I've liked him. I've liked him this season. Doesn't mean he's good enough. He still should be playing for us next season. But it was really shit today. Really shit.
Yeah, wasn't good. What are you giving him, man?
3.
3. Elite, take it away.
Totally inconsequential and trivial performance from him today. I mean, he was practically non-existent in everything. And you know, you talk about having him in for set pieces. We look shit from set pieces at the minute, defending and attacking.
True.
I mean, especially defensively, he doesn't look confident at the minute. He doesn't look like he's covering mad ground either. It's not like I'm sat there like thinking, oh, you know, at least he's put in a shift today. I don't think he's to blame, but he was fucking useless today. He was, and I love Thomas Soucek. Yeah, the geezer was absolutely useless. He was completely pointless.
I think what you just said there is spot on to a point. Like useless. Like what good was he today? Like what good was he today? He can't defend. He's not tracking his.
He can't ever defend from open play. He's a disgrace defending.
Yeah,
Such a big cunt.
That word,
balls come through the channels and fucking. Yeah. He can't. Ain't got a leg to stick out. He's just standing there like waiting for an header.
Sorry, Mitch. When's the last time he's won a towering header? You know what I mean? Where he's dominated.
He can't jump. He can't jump.
True. Like, yeah, we'll move on. Fuck yeah. Move on to this man.
I didn't give my rating.
Go on.
2.
2 out of 10. We'll go back. Fair enough. Right. Lucas, I've lost the interest in West Ham United for quite a... Who wants to go first in this one? I'll tell you what, I'm going to let Elite go first in this one. Because he was there. What are you saying?
Yeah, listen, I was pretty fuming with him during the game because these are the players you need to step up and be held accountable. And I think especially in that first half, I think once we went 2-0 down, he wasn't really interested. Once we went 1-0 down, he wasn't really interested. When it was 0-0, he wasn't really interested. He's a good player. He's a good footballer. Yeah, whatever. Right. Listen, if you think you're too good for West Ham, come out and say it at the end of the day. Because I know a couple of them do think they're too good for West Ham. And I think I like Piquet. He's been good for us this season, yeah. I'm not going to slag the geezer off too much. Yeah, but again, these are the games where we need to step up. And he's not fucking arsed. Yeah, he's going in the summer almost certainly. So leave out on a legacy. I mean, just totally bad today. He played a great through ball to Emerson, where Emerson should have scored. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. He didn't really turn up defensively. Didn't really turn up in attack either. What can you say?
Give us a number.
He was a bit better than Soucek and Alvarez. 3.5.
Do you know what? I think me and you are going in the same wavelength tonight. I was just thinking of 3.5. I'm going to be honest. I'll go next. This geezer's simply checked out, and he's just not with it anymore. It's nothing to do with Moyes. It's because he's seeing the bigger picture. He's seeing Manchester's fucking bright lights, and he's thinking, I fancy a bit of pep. I don't remember 3 games. I said it on the space earlier, and I'll say it again right now. I cannot remember 3 games this season away from home where he's been amazing. Liverpool, 1. After that, it's sketchy at best. Like I don't remember games where I've gone, fucking Lucas Paqueta was world class today. At home, different player. Like he can turn it on. I thought today he was there, but as I've always said, his body's with us, but his mind and his head is straight in Manchester. So there you go, 3.5 for me and all. Lucas.
I was going to say, I can't remember and again, this doesn't really matter because we got pumped 5-0, but I genuinely can't remember the last good performance he's put in as the 10. I swear all of his best performances this season have come out on the left when him and Emerson are building up together down the flank.
Barely ever played in the 10, though, to be honest.
Yeah, but again, really has nothing to do with it, but I wanted to chime in on that. But again, like Richard said, you need your big players to show up when you need it most, and I don't want to necessarily say he cowered away, but he was just absolutely crap, and it didn't seem like he really gave a shit until we were about 4-0 down, and he's trying to flick the ball over 2 defenders, 2v1 in our own half. Yeah, he was crap, but I'll give him a. And again, I do love Lucas Paqueta, lovely player, but I just don't really know what to think of him right
Lovely
now.
player.
He is. I do love him, but 3 out of 10, absolute crap today.
3 out of 10. Kane, what you saying?
I agree with everyone. He's checked out. He doesn't seem to really care. 3 out of 10. That's all I'll give him.
Mitch?
Honestly, I've never changed my mind and like love towards a player so quick. Like honestly, he was probably my favourite player in the squad at the start of the season, and now he's probably my least favourite player. Wanker, cunt, does not deserve to play for the badge. He doesn't. Honestly, I think today the work rate was lacking. The worst I've ever seen. I was expecting a big performance from him today. You know, he's been off. He's had loads of time away.
Agree.
He's had extra 3 days over the Chelsea fucking boys, and he just strolls about. What a disgrace! I tell you what. I'll tell you something now. I've never seen such a changing work rate in a player. Start of the season, he was fucking everywhere. Left, right, tracking back, centre half,
True.
right back. And now he just like bowls about, gets the ball, tries the most stupid shit. I honestly, what a prick. What a prick.
I agree. I literally
3.
agree with what you're saying. He's just
Attitude
fucking.
is a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. He shouldn't have been playing second half. George fucking Gurphy should have been playing.
Keep the youth out of that shit today, man. I know they wanted to come on, but they don't deserve to be powered into
Get
that.
him on the pitch. It's more about getting him off the pitch.
Yeah, I agree
I'll
with
tell you what, though, I thought, and I think this is pretty telling of our performance. He was one of the better players today. You know, what did you think of the comment after the game? Moy saying we had too many attackers on the pitch. He was definitely talking about Paqueta here. I felt, by the way.
Yeah, but fucking Paqueta, he would have been saying about at the start of the season when Paqueta was tracking back everywhere.
Right.
Sure.
So it's fucking, it's just bollocks from Moyes.
Yeah.
So what's the
I've
rating?
defended Moyes, but that's bollocks.
He's given him a 3. We'll move on to this man. Lucas, let you go first.
Mitch probably won't like my rating, but that doesn't necessarily mean I don't disagree with what he's going to say, because we talked about it a little bit before. But I thought he was probably one of our better players today. He wasn't good, but and again, everyone going on about him completing 13 dribbles today. I don't give an absolute fucking flying shit. We got pumped 5-0. That's nothing to celebrate, in my opinion.
There's no way people go going about that.
No,
when we're celebrating,
I'm trying to find my gun. I haven't used my gun in ages.
Yeah,
but
go on.
I thought he was better than Paqueta. I thought 2 players today were better than Paqueta, and like some have said, Paqueta was probably one of our better players today, even though he was absolute crap. I'm gonna give Kudus a high 5.
Yeah, I'll go next. I'll make it short and sweet. 5 out of 10. I think he's a trier. He works hard. He was tracking back a lot. Done a lot of good work, but he's too far in their box. No, in our box, and he's not in their box where we need him to be. Yeah, fucking everyone's box. So yeah, just not good enough. Like today, really, from everyone, and he's gonna get a 5. Kane, what you saying? Kane, you there?
Sorry, my mic was gone then. A lot of appreciation. I didn't think he stopped trying. He wasn't part of the reason we got panned, was he? I'll give him a high 5.
Elite.
I think there's a lot to say about this one. I think I keep it short and sweet. Like, listen, we're not here all night, but he's out on that left, and when he joined the club, I think he played like 2 games for Ajax on that left wing. He scored a brilliant goal versus Rangers on the left where he did Tavernier, mate. I could do Tavernier, yeah. But and everyone talks about that, but he wasn't a left winger. And he's come in and he's not convinced anyone in that position. He's a great player. He can do brilliant things in the middle of the pitch, can progress the ball forward, but he's not a left winger. And I mean, he can't really compare him to someone like Palmer, you know, whose passing is really nice, comes deep and links up play and helps break the lines. Kudus can do that on the dribble and then gets fouled, and then you know, it's not really a way of progressing consistently. I think he's a really good footballer and he's brilliant to watch. I will never get tired of watching Mohamed Kudus. Was it the signing we needed in the summer, considering Jared Bowen is our guy on the right wing? And we've got Antonio. I'm not sure. I think he's a bit of an enigma for whoever comes in the summer to work out, because what do you do with a player like that? So much ability.
Well, if Paqueta does go, you could stick him in the middle where he's most comfortable.
Yeah.
But you know, you talk about players able to play through the middle. His passing's not really anything, is it? You know, he can swat the ball.
Yeah. I'll get that. But then if I was to play him in the middle, I get what you're saying. You need someone that can pick up the passes. I personally look to buy another like box-to-box midfielder next to Alvarez in the summer as well, that can play probably a bit further forward, almost in line with Kudus.
Suchek.
Really?
I think as priorities go, yeah,
Slim Downs.
We've got to stay away from that. You know, there's so many other fucking like left wing. Like, what are we doing? I mean, Bowen clearly Kudus is best on the right. It's probably our best team doesn't have Antonio, which is mad at the moment. By the way, it's a problem. The attack is imbalanced. But Kudus today tried his hard off, loads of dribbles, whatever, man. 5 out of 10. You know,
5 out of 10 for you, Elite, yeah. Mitch, over to you, mate.
I thought Kudus was probably our best player today.
Ooh, don't know about that.
Not Bowen. I know people said Bowen. I'll tell you why in a bit. Because I've got a real issue. I'll say now, I've got a real issue with Kudus. I've noticed it since Everton away.
Right.
His position, his attacking runs, and his inability to find space in behind is possibly his biggest letdown. And if it doesn't change, it will never get to the top level. I think he could possibly go to top level if he plays on the right-hand side for a different club, if he gets himself into better positions. His runs is non-existent. You never see him making runs in behind. It's been so many times in the second half of the season, I've seen him get... We've been going ahead on the counter. Super will get the ball, Emerson, whatever. We're running forward. And Kudus drops deep when there's so much space in behind the defence to run, and he just drops deep for the ball. When he's got pace, he should be getting in behind. If it was Bowen, he gets in behind and makes chances, which is why Bowen's scored so many goals and got so many assists this season. Kudus has got such a problem with his positioning. And then today, he'd done it 2 times on the left. There was so much space for him to go in behind. He drops deep for the fucking ball. Fuck knows why. And then he made a run when it was offside. Like the whole time he was making the run. Antonio was on the right, and he was offside making this stupid fucking run where he was offside the whole time.
That was head loss.
Yeah. I'm listening to what you're saying.
Honestly, he does this every single game. Aside from that, he's almost flawless every game. But if he can sort himself out there, he could be a top player. But that's a big thing holding him back at the minute.
Give us a number, Mitch.
5.
5 out of 10. Let's go to this man. Jared Bowen. Lucas.
Unlucky today. Bowen hit the woodwork 3 times. Third one was that was just crazy, but could have easily had a brace today. Again, I didn't think he was that bad, but again, when you're supposed to be getting supplied service and there really is nothing going on from the midfield to the final third or to the attack.
Yeah.
What more can you possibly do today that he didn't do? I'm going to give him...
play good. I thought his actual link-up play and his progressive play was shit.
Oh, then you'll love this rating. I'm giving Jared Bowen a 6 out of 10.
Listen, you got to be with Mitch there. We got pumped 5-0. Yeah, these fuckers didn't score once.
That's
I mean, it's not a great rating. It's an average rating.
Mate, Thiago Silva, the geezer's knocking on death's door. He gets a pension, for goodness sake, yeah? Bowen didn't get behind him once.
I don't think the balls are there to get behind him, though, mate, if I'm honest. Like, if I'm listening to what you're saying,
I think he was on the beach a little bit today, to be frank. I don't think he tried his hardest.
I don't know,
he didn't try. I didn't think he tried. I agree. I don't think he tried that hard.
I disagree on that.
I thought honestly, his passing was wank, and he didn't make anything happen at all. He had like 3 shots in the game, and that's the only thing he'd done.
I just want to be careful what I'm saying, yeah, because Bowen is West Ham. Like, I love this geezer so much. I would die for Jared Bowen, 100%. Today was not his day. I
agree.
He crossed about 3 fucking times, three times.
Yeah, I understand that. On that regard, it wasn't his day. I get that, but I didn't look at him today and think, "Fuck me, this geezer's lacking effort." Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know about you, but I personally
did. I personally did.
I thought
everyone lacked effort though.
The only player who could say the problem is we've seen them this season, and we've seen them play at their best. We've seen them play at their worst today, The only player today who actually played at any kind of level like he has been at the, in the best games like Leverkusen, for example, at home, The only player who really pushed the fucking boat out today was James Ward-Prowse in that second half. I know we'll get onto him, but the rest of them, were not playing at the level they're capable of. They weren't, whatever reason that may be, management, tiredness, whatever shit you want to come up with, they were not at a good enough level today. None of them.
No one was. I agree.
Right.
So when people saying I'm digging at Bowen, I'm not digging at Bowen, but he wasn't as good as he could.
He wasn't good today at all.
Like, exactly, that's what I'm saying. So no one was good. So I'm not digging fucking Bowen out, for fuck's sake. Just saying he wasn't good.
Oh, he's lashing out.
But Hammer of the Year's got to turn up in a 5-0 defeat.
Yeah, I know.
On the derby.
Right, yeah. I know what you're saying.
Fucking ass.
Maybe I'm being a bit biased. Well, I'm going to give him a 5. Standard 5. He had 3 attempts on goal, which hit the fucking bar. I think he's unlucky in all 3 of them, really, if I'm honest. I think the first one, if I got this right, was 1-0 down at the time. That goes in, it's a completely fucking different game. But other than that, I understand what you're just saying. I disagree, but it is what it is. I'll give him a 5. Kane, what are you saying?
Yeah, high 4, low 5. I sort of disagree. I did think he was putting the work in. I just didn't think it was his day at all. I do agree. You want players that step up, and the responses on their shoulders. It just wasn't his day. Poor performance overall.
Elite?
To be honest, 4. Yeah, bring it with 4.
Mitch? Number?
High 4.
High 4. Right, let's come to the Brentwood Dorman, Mitch. I'll let you go first. What happened to him?
Disrespect early.
He was bad today, man. Literally bad.
I don't think it was terrible. Quite a mixed game for him, really. He didn't find himself in any good positions, really. But again, we didn't really create anything.
He's at fault for the 3rd goal from the set piece. He lets Thiago Silva just run completely. Like, he's there, and he doesn't. Like, Antonio runs away from Thiago Silva.
Yeah, there was a couple of times, actually, to be fair. His lack of effort did show today. Pretty poor.
Didn't hold the ball up today. Didn't fuck all. Like, what did he do today?
He done a couple good things, but it's probably his worst game he's had since he's been back from injury. Okay. But he has been good recently.
Palace.
High 3.
Yeah, they were both the same. Do you know what he's like? It's like when we had Andy Carroll up top, and we used to rely on hoofing the ball up to him so much. Yeah, that how we played completely dependent on how Carroll did that day. It's exactly the same, because when Antonio plays shit, we play really shit. Yeah, it's exactly the same against Crystal Palace. And Chelsea did a good job on him today. They doubled up. They did really well. Part of that was because Paqueta, Kudus, Bowen were not getting in and around him, helping him out. Yeah, but
I mean,
he really, really was poor today. And when he walked off, he's been great recently. Yeah, I love Mick. But he walks off the pitch, with 4-0 fucking down, and they're high-fiving him, going, commiserations, mate. Mikel, yeah, that you were dog shit today, mate. You were dog shit, and you could see it in his fact because, you know, when he got subbed off, he went over to walk past the away fans and he bottled it, yeah, because he thought, no, I'm not dealing with that, and he literally wasted more time going off. He was probably right to waste time. Could have been 6, yeah, but he walked straight to the dugout instead of going off the pitch here, trying to speed up the game a little bit, which sort of summed up everything today. And he comes off and they're high-fiving him, like, mate, they were so shit today, man. Every single one of them fuckers was terrible. And he was especially bad. And when he plays bad, all the people around him are dog shit. What is that? What is that about? Why can we not be an actual football team sometimes?
You know, I don't think Antonio actually loves the club as well. Even though he's been here for so many years.
He does. He does. He cares, man.
I don't think he does. I think he cares about putting in good performances, working hard for the manager. But I don't actually think he because I've never seen it in interviews or whatever that he actually really wants it for the club.
I don't know if
I know what you're saying.
I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, I get what Mitch is saying. Like I understand what Mitch is saying. Like when you look at players, sometimes you feel it. They feel the love of them. Like Bowen, I feel the love of the geezer. Like how he wants. With Antonio,
even
okay. Can we just get the rating? This is getting preposterous.
Yeah, fair enough.
Questioning the man if the man loves the club or not. He's been here for this long. If he wanted to go, he would have gone by now.
I don't know, mate. We couldn't flog him, could we? You know, but that, it is what it is. Right, give us a number, Lucas. Go.
I agree with mostly everything. I thought he worked all right today, but again, he wasn't great. He only had 18 touches, and again, he just really no service today. Really couldn't do a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a 4.
I'll go with you. Yeah, I agree. 4. Kane.
Look, respect to Antonio. Dog shit today. High 3.
High 3. Elite.
1. He was shit.
Fair enough.
What did he do good today? What did he do good? Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
He had a diving header. Alvarez had a nice tackle.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to change my rating to a 3. I make right. I've gone a bit fucking too kind there. Right, Mitch, what you say? Brentford Dortmund, yes or no?
I already said my piece. High 3.
Number? High 3. Done. Right, let's come to the subs. This will be quick fire. Right, we'll go backwards to Ward-Prowse. Cresswell, I think we can all agree. Come on. He was fucking mullered. Didn't really do a lot. Yeah, same with Danny Ings. I don't understand why he didn't bring a youngster on instead of fucking Ings, but it is what it is. The Ward-Prowse one, Elite, I'm going to let you go first. Right, is he being... Is he
there should be a space after the comma, by the way.
Fair enough, mate. I know, but I was quick fire. I mean, but fuck it. Fuck West Ham. Shit. Ward-Prowse, Elite, what you saying?
Listen, I don't think Ward-Prowse was the difference between us winning and losing today. I'll get that out of the way firstly, yeah. Is he in our best starting 11? I think when you look at it on paper, make an argument him in for Souček potentially, but possibly not as well. Yeah. I love Ward-Prowse. He puts in a shift, yeah, but he's a luxury player, and I've been saying this for a while. He's a luxury player. When you're playing shit teams, he's nice to have in. You know, he's been good for us.
Do you think someone who dies on that pitch is a luxury player? Come on, man.
Listen, he tries hard. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him make a tackle.
Who's that?
He made
a
one
lot of
today.
interceptions.
Ward-Prowse.
Who's that? Sorry.
He does. He's decent at interceptions.
Ward-Prowse. I completely agree with it. I've been saying this since we signed him. Ward-Prowse has got a great work rate, but his defensive awareness and positioning, his ability to make interceptions and tackles, I think, is absolutely diabolical.
But where is his best position as well? Is it in the 10? Is it because I like when he's coming deep and playmaking, and I like him when he's pressing forward in the press. But again, he's not particularly convincing in any of that.
Where would you say his best position is then? Because he ain't a defensive midfielder. He's a central midfielder, I personally think. I don't think he's a 10. I don't think he's number 10 that links play up and from an attacking sort of aspect. Like when you've got Paqueta there, Kudus there, etc. I don't think he's on their level.
I think he personally works best in a midfield 3.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he can only work in a midfield 3, if I'm being honest.
And we've said it for time now. I think one match this year, he played well in a double pivot, and I think it was him and Souček when they were together for one match. But again, and I agree with what Richard's saying. Like in the 10, he's just not technical enough. As an 8 in a double pivot, the effort's there, but like the tackling.
He's technically great. I'm not having this, right? I'm sick and tired of this fan base. You've got loads of great players getting away with it. This guy versus Leverkusen, I've never been prouder to see someone represent West Ham. Right?
I've got to be honest, I agree with this.
He got benched again for some reason when he's actually given a shit, right? And all the fans are sat there going, "Oh, he's crap, he's this." Do you know what, man? Do you know what, Ward-Prowse? Go back to Southampton. At least they love you there, don't they? I'm sick of it.
Okay, he's not crap yet, but the bloke is a bit of an enigma. What is his best position?
It's 8/10, probably box to box like he played for Southampton.
It's a great way of putting it.
And real quick, I just want to clarify by technical, I mean, like, he's not like the most.
That's why they got fucking relegated.
He's not the most creative player. He's reliable.
Yeah. So they got relegated because they played loads of kids, for God's sake. They played a bunch of kids. And their Bazunu is probably the worst keeper I've seen in my life. They got relegated because they changed their team to pretty much under 20. It was a joke.
They got relegated because their team and their system was shit.
Yeah, but I agree with Kane on this. Like, I do. I'll just say this later. I'll let you land, yeah? I agree with Kane on the Leverkusen game because he fucking run his heart and soul out for this club. I mean, literally run himself into the ground. And then you look at people like Lucas Paqueta, for instance, who don't really do fuck all, hasn't done nothing recently. It's like you're going with the name, ain't you? Yeah, again, it's a name thing. It's you know, who would you rather have, so to speak? So, you know, it's yeah.
I mean, that's why I was crying out second half. Like,
yeah,
I'm not a big like play the youth every single time, every single match, but like it got to a level today where, like, second half, I just want to see players try. So, and I know for a fact you put Mubama, Earthy, Casey on the pitch. I know we're 3-0, 4-0 down, but like at least I know they're gonna try, unlike everyone else on the pitch.
I to be honest, I mean, we'll get on to that, but I'm with Moyes there. I don't bring on these fucking youngsters for that. It's embarrassing, yeah. Let the fucking players who have got us to that position sit there and enjoy the rest of that game, yeah. They deserve to be in that position. But do you know what, James Ward-Prowse, and I like him as a footballer, yeah. He's nice to watch, yeah. Technically, he is fantastic. And the way he strikes that ball, and do you know what? He was the only player today that I thought he actually really fucking went for it today. Yeah, so full credit to him. I like James Ward-Prowse.
Give me a number, Ali. I think you rate him.
I just want to say very briefly on that, maybe 6. You know, I mean, listening wasn't like
6 for me as well.
But I think he's one of those players who suffers from the fact, and it's been a problem all season. 2 years ago, we had a clear identity to how we wanted to play. Yeah, fully structured. You know, players knew when to go back, knew when to go forward. Yeah, James Ward-Prowse is a player who suffered from that lack of identity. He's been moved about from 10 to DM to sometimes he's played he's played left wing this season at some point. We can't expect him to deliver consistently in all these range of positions. Agreed. Yes, he's a bit like a Swiss Army knife, yeah, but he needs, under a new manager, I hope someone can find a concrete position for him. Yeah, that's what I want to see, a clear tactical fucking setup next year. That's what we need to see. And I think he's one of those players that would definitely benefit from that.
Yeah, Kane, just give me a number for him, mate, and I'm going to move on.
Yeah, 6. He come on and tried, didn't he? He wasn't saving that game, was he? Let's be fair.
I thought he'd done more in a minute when he first came on than Souček and Alvarez did in the first 45.
Valid. Okay. Right, let's go to the ref. Mitch, give me a number.
What about me? Waiting for Ward-Prowse.
Say it.
Let's say it, Mitch.
6. And by the way, I will say, I think there's potential for Ward-Prowse to be a good player, better than what he's been this season, in the right system, under the right bubble. But
great shape.
Great.
But considering that, how far could a midfield pivot of, say, Edson Alvarez and Ward-Prowse take us? I like them both individually, but if I'm being honest, I don't think very far.
They won't.
Yeah, I agree. Go, give us a number then,
Poor
Mick.
for Moyes, isn't it, in Alvarez and then getting that in? But there you go. Sorry, but
Yeah.
I'll give you more Prowse credit. Right, he's a lot better, deeper under Moyes. I think Moyes has improved that on him. But let's carry on.
Yeah. Right, ref. Lucas, number.
He had
Yeah.
nothing to do with today, and to be honest, you know me, I love criticizing officials, but I can't tell you really one thing wrong he'd done today because I was so disgusted and furious with what I seen. I had to go to the gym after to get my anger out.
Yeah. Give me a number.
I'll give him a 6,
Right, I'm going to give him
which is like a 9 out of 10 for me.
Right, I'm giving him a 5 out of 10. I can't believe the fucking FA or the Premier League, or whatever it is, turned around and give us the same ref that we had last season at Stamford Bridge when we got done. Cannot believe that one.
Really?
Yeah, same ref.
Fuck.
Exactly the same ref.
And that was when Maxwell Cornet gained his wings.
Yeah.
And left the club.
He should have booked Gallagher. Other than that, he got everything pretty much spot on.
Couldn't believe Gallagher went booked. That was a fucking disgrace.
Yeah, that was a disgrace. Yeah, and he just let it fucking slide. So yeah, I'll give him a 5. Elite, give me a number for the ref. Then we get to Moyes.
Refs never get enough credit. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Well done, referee.
Oh, fair enough. Mitch, what you saying? Ref?
5. I think VAR took far too long for the offside goal as well. Fucking disgrace.
True. Kane?
5. No complaints from me. 8 out of 10. Hope it's a lovely bank holiday.
Fair enough. Now, the main event, Mr. David Moyes. Fucking hell, it's going to be interesting. Right. Who do I go with first on this? Right, I'll go with Lucas because he's the chilled American. Yeah, so Lucas, I'm going to let you go first.
Who's the loud American then?
I know many. Lucas, take it away.
Lineup, again, probably about as strong as he can go. And then again, if you hate Souček, you'd probably want Ward-Prowse in. If you don't fancy Ward-Prowse, you probably want Souček in. I'm personally sick of seeing Paqueta in the middle of the pitch. You know what? Everyone on Twitter keeps telling me, "Oh, he's this for Brazil." Well, I don't give a fuck about Brazil. I give 2 shits about him.
Well, you should, Lucas, because he does play well there.
I fucking don't. At West Ham, he
plays
best.
It gives a fuck. The thing is, the difference is, if he gave a fuck and he played number 10, he'd be playing very well. I do not doubt that.
All right, I'll continue. At West Ham, when he plays on the left, that's where he's been best for us. I'm sick of seeing him in the middle because he just dilly-dallies with the ball. Tactics, again, I don't know what to say. I think obviously I can't say the tactics were great. The effort from the players was really bad. It was a total collapse from everyone today. Yeah. No one is exempt from criticism, so Moyes will have to hold a 3 out of 10.
I'm going to go next, yeah. I'm going to leave a few people till last. For me, when he set up the way he set up, yeah, we've got Angelo Bonner at centre half. This is where the problem lies for me, with the lack of organisation and planning. Yeah. And shouldn't be our fucking centre half. Like, he shouldn't be at the back, but he is. We had no choice there because of injuries. It's a strong lineup. If he goes defensive, people moan that he goes defensive, yeah, which I can understand it. It's a 4-2-3-1, and then we just get completely obliterated. The only issue I've got with Moyes is I can see it sitting here watching the game. Yeah, that Cucurella kept diving into midfield every time and just filling up the midfield. Yeah, they'd be playing out the back. Cucurella comes running in midfield, like closes people down, recycles the ball to them, and gets it out. And Moyes couldn't see that. He couldn't counter that, couldn't do fuck all about it. And before he could do anything about it, we're 3-0 down. So, yeah, I thought he's a shambles today. I don't like his post-match interviews. All right, I'm going to be real. I think the one about we've got too many attackers on the pitch. Well, I'm not being funny, mate. We need to fucking attack to score some goals. Like, you mean other teams ain't going to score it for us. So I'm not happy about that. I think the Declan Rice comment, I can understand it, what he's saying to a point, but I still think he's taking the piss there to a point because, like, Declan's gone now. Right, do you know what I'm saying? We've got this is the new West Ham now, isn't it? Fuck's sake.
You know what? I disagreed with you earlier on that, and actually, I kind of agree with you now. I've changed my mind a bit on that. I know what you mean. I wouldn't say it's taking the piss out of Alvarez, but
yes, yeah. I agree.
It's it's quite. I understand, because if you are Alvarez, at the same time, he's going to be like, if he listens to it, he's like, oh.
I can see that angle, that it sounds like an excuse, but he's not taking the piss out of Alvarez. No chance.
It's not like Alvarez, but I think it's also a pretty shit excuse, really.
Yeah,
because he did say at the start of the season that we've got a better team now than we did last season.
True, right? So I was coming at it short and sweet. I'm giving Moyes a fucking 2. He turned up. He took the boys there. They stood there, and the 10 for me goes to the fans, like Elite, who's standing there today watching that shit and putting up with it for the fucking 90 minutes.
What time did you leave, Elite? Did you stay the whole game?
Stayed the whole game and clapped the players as they
clapped the players.
What a dumb question to ask. A true...
I did do the old. Come on, lads. What was that about?
Go on, Elite. I'll let you go next.
Weigh in today if the players put in a performance. Again, though, it feels like it's that uncertainty, isn't it? Tony Cottee said it in his tweet today, and it's impossible to disagree with. I don't think the players know completely what to do, to be honest. There's still that inclination that maybe Moyes might keep his job. And I think some of them want that change, clearly. So that's a real problem there. Today, though, some of the players didn't look like they knew what they were doing. And at the end of the day, that's on the manager, 100%. Today was bad. If Prague, I would say it was probably Lyon away instead, was the zenith. Yeah, this today was the nadir. This is the lowest it has been under Moyes, without a doubt.
I wish I was high for that.
And this is a real shame. Yeah, a real shame. And I don't think Moyes is completely to blame for this. I think a lot of blame has to lie at the feet of David Sullivan. Yeah, it's size 6 fucking stompers, mate.
Actually, I know I know what he's saying, but I don't agree with him on this one. I really do. I think to a point, Moyes is self-destructed. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, yes,
But I do think Sullivan's pulled the pin to help him self-destruct. If you,
I'm going to be pissed off.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest.
Look at his interviews. He's fucking given up. He's fucked off.
He has. I agree with you on this. That's why I'm sitting in calm.
Clarity goes such a long way. It really does.
Yeah.
Give us a number, Elite, and then we'll come to you.
I think it was game over. Yeah, truth be told, from the minute Mavropanos failed his fitness test, and we had to play fucking Angelo Bonner and Kurt Zuma against that pacey attack. It was game over from that point. Yeah,
Lucas, take over. 1 minute.
Serious. I don't think any manager wins that game today with that back line. Yeah. That being said, that point about Cucurella is so spot on. I mean, tactically today, it was just like sometimes we were pressing, sometimes we were dropping back, sometimes we were this, sometimes we were that. There was nothing, from anyone, players to manager to fucking owner. It was an embarrassment, It was a real embarrassment, and this summer better be a fucking good one, because that today was the most disgraceful it's got this season. Yeah, Palace was bad. Yeah, but they were tired. You couldn't forgive them. There were no fucking excuses today. No excuses whatsoever. That was foul today. Yeah, and David Moyes has to take a lot of responsibility for that. He has to. He has to. And for him to come out and say this about Declan Rice and all this crap. Yeah. Listen, David, I love you, mate. Yeah, you're the best West Ham manager I've seen in my lifetime, mate. But right now, to be honest, the way you are acting there, the fact you sat down for the entire second half, is disrespectful to the fans who have backed you. It's disrespectful to these fans who pay good money to watch that team across the country, who fucking don't expect to go to a London derby and watch that shit. I mean, from minute one, I think first 5 minutes, they might have turned up, and they were a bit like, oh, the away is going. As soon as it went 1-0 down, they packed it in. Yep. They packed it in. And that's not the first time this has happened this season. Moyes, you're better than that. The boys are better than that. But fuck me, West Ham, you are better than that. That was bad today. David Moyes, 0. Yeah. Best West Ham manager I've ever seen. Absolute disgrace today.
Fair enough, Lee. Do you know what? That's one thing I'm going to say. Yeah, I think that's one of the best ones I've heard from someone for a while. I've had on here. Because what you were saying, this is someone who goes to the games. This is not someone who's an armchair fan that people keep saying, oh, you're an armchair fan. You don't go to the fucking games. This geezer was fucking there today. And he stayed to the end, suffered at the end, and fucking clapped him at the end. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I rate that. I really do. That's one
Mitch,
thing I do
I
rate.
stayed the whole time Palace away as well, if you wanted to know.
Yeah, and boom, boom, boom. I sent it to you yesterday. It was a great song.
What a tune.
Mitch, I'll let you go next. David Moyes. It's sad.
He's debating between a strong.
I'm trying to think of stuff to say, but at least basically said it all, so I can't really match what you just said. I'll give David Moyes a 2. Just going to repeat quickly what Elite said. Basically, the system was absolutely diabolical today. We'd push up high, but we wouldn't press, and then that left loads of gaps in midfield for them to just pick out any pass they wanted. And then the low block, there was spaces, which doesn't make any sense. So you can have spaces in low block, but there was. And that's on the manager.
That's not even mentioning what we were like with the ball.
True.
With the ball, shit. Fuck them. Yeah. Fuck them all. And fuck David Moyes, unfortunately.
No.
Yeah, I like David Moyes. What do you mean, no?
You said fuck David Moyes.
Yeah, fuck David Moyes.
Hey, look at me. Fuck you. How about that?
Right. Kane, final one, and then we're going to leave it open to talk about. Yeah. So, final thing. Go on.
Very passionate from Elite. I do agree. Moyes versus box midfields, hilarious. You can't. Honestly, it's horrible to fucking watch. That wasn't the only case. They were just honestly all over the place. And I completely agree. Him sat on his ass, miserable for the second half, I thought was a disgrace. I thought, yeah, I'm with you on Sullivan probably fucking you over. I'm with the players and Sullivan probably fucking them over. But you're for West Ham. You've been paid by West Ham. There's fans there. Get on your fucking ass and try. Because fuck me, you look like a right prick.
That is why you say fuck David Moyes. For today, fuck David Moyes.
No, I'll never fuck David Moyes. Never fuck David Moyes.
Yeah, but Mitch, you're going to have to get to fuck for that one. You can't.
Go on, Kane.
Fuck David Moyes, I don't care.
Go on, Kane, carry on.
So whatever fucking rating, 1 out of 10. What did he do? Yeah, he brought on Ward-Prowse. Great. That was about it.
I think that deserves at least a 2 out of 10.
Yeah. Well, you know. I agree with what Elite was saying there. I'm just going to come to this final thing and then we're going to wrap this up. But I do agree with what Elite was saying. Like, you got to give it everything for this shirt. I do feel, though, and this is where this comes into place, who will be the next West Ham manager. I do feel that Moyes has been sort of stitched up to a point over the last 6 months in regard to get to this point. This should have been resolved fucking 2-3 months ago. We should have all known that this was coming. If it's good enough for Klopp, it's good enough for West Ham United.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
Do you know what I'm saying? And having just fucking about. So, Lucas, I'm going to let you go first quickly. Just give us your quick thoughts. Lopetegui. People don't believe that Lopetegui's coming. I'm about 80% sure he's on his way.
I am led to believe that big bastard German is coming to town. Hansi. Bring him in. I want a bit of Hansi Flick in my life.
I can't say that, bruv. No chance.
No, okay. Being serious, Lopetegui does look incredibly likely, almost nailed on in my opinion, but apparently there's still life in this Amorim saga. I don't know how likely it is, but if I were to put a bet on our next manager, I think the safe bet's Lopetegui. And would I like that? No, but it could be a lot worse, in my opinion. A lot worse.
I can't keep hearing this though. Like it's like I understand what people are saying. It could be
okay.
A lot worse.
Would you rather have Will Still or Lopetegui?
I'd rather have a vision, mate.
No, pick. That's my question to you. Would you rather have Will Still or Lopetegui tomorrow?
Probably Will Still, mate, if I'm being honest.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey,
come on, man.
All right, hey, real talk. I got to go eat dinner because
I know you have. I know you have, but I love you. Right, and I'll wrap this up. Right,
Oh,
take
that
it
is-
easy, man.
Goodness
That's
me.
killed him. That's killed him stone dead. But for me, right, I don't see it. Lee, I'm gonna let you sort of go out on this one. Right, what you saying on the manager front?
I get what you're saying, and you're right. We need a vision. We need a project to get behind, because this is going to be a rebuild in the summer. So we need something where it's like, right, this is what the kind of player we're going after. But that being said, I think nothing sort of sums up the delusion and newfound self-importance of West Ham fans, especially since the stadium move, and maybe rightly so, but to the point where our fans are turning their nose up against the former Real Madrid and Spain manager. You know, I'm not saying he did a great job at Real Madrid, but he did a brilliant job at Sevilla, and he did a really good job with Spain up to a point. They were pretty harsh with the sacking. He was a bit of a knobhead. I think the bloke is a bit of a twat, frankly, but he knows about football. He gets football. He's clearly a good manager. Yeah, that Wolves job was a tricky job, and I think, to be honest, he probably would have done similar to what Gary O'Neill did this season. I think they were on an upward trajectory rather than he sort of fixed the ship and then they were going down. You know, he's a good manager. Yeah, will he be our next manager? Quite possibly. I will get behind him, but I completely get your point about needing a project. But then I think the question is, well, who designs a project? And I think we've been saying this. I've been saying this. I want a head coach who's willing to work with Steiden. And I think my worry potentially with Lopetegui is he comes in and goes, I want this player, that player, that player, that player, which I think is exactly what we don't need. Talk about projects, yeah. And Amorim would be a project as well, and I think they'd work together. Yeah, but I think the club could just got to let Steiden buy the players and let someone adapt to that.
Can I interject here? I think
Go
Gats has always confirmed that Lopetegui would let Steiden.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, and he did work really well with the director of football at Seville, so that worry, I wouldn't worry about that personally.
I agree. I think I just had a sort of silly thought in my head about the geez just being a mentalist. But
He's a dickhead, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, Mitch. Before you die, son. What you saying about Lopetegui, man?
Look, I think he's the worst of a good bunch. I think we've got a good kind of selection of managers for once. Like compared to this time last year where we had fucking Benitez and all these other fuckers that were literally on death's door linked with us. It's nice to have a good plethora of managers linked to us this year.
Yeah.
And Lopetegui being included in that, even though he's probably the worst. But look, it's got to a point where it's just so toxic. Yeah, he's not ideal, Lopetegui, in my opinion. But any new manager's just, it'd be nice just for a fresh start and just for the fan base, just kind of try and get behind something
One thing
different.
I'm going to say with what you just said there, because I hear that quite a lot. Yeah, I've heard this quite a lot. It's not at you, Mitch. I've heard what you just said is what a lot of people have said to me. They say to me that basically they just want anyone other than Moyes. Yeah, and I understand that because they've had enough of Moyes. Yeah, I get that. But Sullivan's serving up Lopetegui to me is like a cheap way out. It's like, oh, we're just going to give you this geezer because he's free and he's available. Now, for me, yeah, I don't like this. I don't think this is going to work out well. I don't know why. I've got a really bad feeling on this one.
I don't think anything's going to work out well under Sullivan being in charge time. Nothing in the long term will work out.
Yeah, but what my argument is that we should be going for a manager for a project. Yeah, we keep hearing that Steinen's going to pick the manager. He hasn't picked Lopetegui. That's the Sullivan thing straight away. Anyone who thinks he's sat there and gone, I want Lopetegui.
The thing is, though, the project thing is
it.
bollocks.
It is. Yeah.
What club can build a project to, get into Champions League football on a consistent basis without huge funds? It's not possible not to get in on a consistent basis. And as long as Sullivan's here, that's not going to happen. So I don't see what people want, really.
The question is as well, it brings it back, whose project is it? Is it the managers or is it Steiden's? And I think that's maybe where it's probably not a bad thing, like Kane said, getting like a head coach in like Lopetegui potentially. But I think let's be slightly fair to Sullivan here, who I think has to take a lot of accountability. And to be totally honest, I think he'll play Steiden off at some point. Yeah, it's quite obvious who's in charge. I've been watching Succession recently. Yeah, and they've got all these and they're all playing each other up. And there's one guy at the top who is clearly in command no matter what situation. Yeah, it's Brian Cox, it's David Sullivan. Yeah, the difference is Brian Cox is over 5'3". Yeah, he doesn't look like some twat. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Sullivan, the geezer is a little gremlin.
I think Cam Brady's behind it all.
Yeah, but are you be honest with audience? Yeah, are you concerned that this could end up going bad? Because obviously Mark Noble's up there. He's got our best intentions at heart, Mark. Yeah, that's one man that I don't ever doubt at all. Yeah, I think he knows the West Ham fan base good enough to know what we really want. And Steiden, would it come to a crossroads where they could even walk away from this club?
I think thanks to Moyes, the infrastructure is good now on a number of levels. Noble ain't gonna walk away. Noble's not gonna walk away. Listen, he's dealt with Sullivan basically his whole career. Yeah, he knows 14 years. He's not gonna walk away. Whether Steiden will stay, I think he threatened it this season, basically saying, "Listen, if you don't give me some sort of keys." And I think, to be honest, you talk about managers and projects coming in. I still think if Amorim comes in, it's not going to be him making the signings. And I think, like you talk about, Lopetegui is a cheap option. I mean, there's cheaper options out there. We'll probably have to pay him a fair penny. Amorim is an obscenely expensive option. He's the most expensive manager on the planet.
I get that. I get it, Elite. I do. But I look at Amorim and I think there's a vision there with him. Like, you bring him in, that's a 5-year plan. That's not a 2-year. Like, will Lopetegui be at West Ham in 2 years? I just don't see it.
I think he would. And he's good in Europe as well. So if he got us up there, we qualified. You will back him in a knockout rounds. He's got that experience there, which I think is really important. Listen, Lopetegui's a really good manager. He's a really, let's not get it twisted here. He's a really good manager. Yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing. He understands football, and his teams don't play a bad style. Yeah, he's I think I have him on that level of like Fonseca kind of thing.
Right.
I have Moyes on that level as well, frankly, for the record. But I think it's difficult. It is really difficult. I don't think I've got to go some. I think we just got to back Steiden. Whatever Steiden wants, let's give it to him. If he's desperate for Amorim, Sullivan, dig deep in their pockets, maybe take a bet out of transfer kitty and bring this guy in, because you're absolutely right. And I think Amorim, the players will be like, okay, this is some serious shit. Yeah, Kudus will be like, yeah, I want to play for this geezer. Yeah, Alvarez, 100% same thing. They'd buy into it straight away. And he's young and hungry. Yeah. Just like Ross Hendy. Shout out.
Shout out to Ross Hendy. Right,
how about we sell fucking Paqueta for whatever? Get 65, 70 million for him. 70 million, say in the summer. Sell Wings, get him off the wage bill, free a bit of money out, you know what I mean? Then get Amorim in. Who's
going to get the best out of Maxwell Cornet? That's the answer.
Maxwell Cornet is going to turn to the second coming of fucking Robin when he comes back.
Picture this front four. Yeah, Cornet, Ings, Mubama, and Bowen.
Fair enough, mate. Right, Elite, I'm going to let you go and enjoy your evening.
Take it easy, bro.
Okay, peace. Right, now let's go back to us lot. Kane, what are you saying about this next West Ham manager, mate?
Listen, I think initially, right, you look at these two managers. I think there'll be more managers next week, mentioned, fairly opposite, right? There's no project, firstly. But I do think he's a good manager, as I've said, James. I do think he's a good manager. I think the petition was an absolute joke. Yeah, I know you signed it as well.
Disagree.
Big joke that was. And look, he's got a good body of work at Seville. He did very well at Seville. He did very well at Wolves. Did very well for Spain. I think he'd be a good appointment for West Ham if he works with Steiden. I think the Amorim dream, which is what I want. I love Amorim. I think Ornstein said today he's not really interested. Whether that means it's totally off, I don't know. But I think if it's Lopetegui, at first I was a bit like, you get rid of Moyes and Lopetegui. What's the difference? What's the point? But we can't keep Moyes now. The bridge is burnt. Yeah. He wouldn't be a bad appointment whatsoever. That's all I'm going to say.
I've got to go.
Take it easy.
See you boys later.
Later on. One thing I am going to say before I come to the end of this is that the way it's been handled and the way Moyes is going to go out is going to be pretty sad, really. I know people are going to be celebrating it and they're like, thank fuck, like the man is out the house. And I understand that, I do, but I just feel like this could have all been prevented fucking 5 months ago. Like, if he wasn't going to sign a new deal and they said that he was going to part ways at the end of the season, they should have come out and said it. So said like, well, we've decided to go our separate ways at the end of the season, but Moyes is going to commit to the job.
You were right, James. I think in reality, given that January window where I know they did get Phillips in, fair play, but they left him so short everywhere else, sold two of his wingers, did replace him. That's when he should have gone, you're obviously not staying, mate. Yeah. We'll sort something out. We'll announce it when you want to announce it, but they just didn't, and it's pathetic, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you, mate. Lucas, I need the final word with you, my friend. Next manager, mate. What are you saying?
One thing I want to say, I was grabbing dinner, obviously, so I missed what everyone was saying, but
yeah,
whoever comes in, just back the manager. No one cares about your personal football preferences. Just back the manager, and I'm sure some positivity can come out of it. It could be a lot worse. We could be linked to Rafa Benitez again, who I think is 1,000 times worse than Lopetegui. And again, Lopetegui is not my personal preference, but if he comes to the club, I will back him. If Will Still comes to the club, I will back him. Just get behind the manager. Stop signing these stupid petitions that okay. Again, my opinion. These petitions, like, cool, but it's not going to go anywhere. You're voicing your opinion.
I'm going to disagree with both of you about this fucking petition because I am pleased that West Ham fans are starting to wake up and say, no, we don't want this.
No, that's fine. That's perfect. That's perfectly fine. But what I'm trying to say is, like, everyone probably already agrees with that opinion, but it's not gonna. You think Sullivan cares? He doesn't.
I understand what you're saying. Sullivan doesn't care.
But my main point, again, I don't want to create a whole different conversation. My main point is just get behind whoever the manager that comes in. It will make life so much easier, so much better, and then we can judge. The only thing I want clarity on is if there's a project or a transition. If Lopetegui comes in, I expect him to meet the standards of which we've seen the last 4 seasons, personally. But if he comes in and there is, and again, I agree. I don't think there ever will be a project. But if they say it, I will give him a fair shake. But again, whoever the manager that comes in, back him. Yeah. Don't be a miserable git. Just get behind the man and the boys.
Right. I'm going to say this. There is no project. Steidon is a player. He's picking players. He's not picking no fucking manager. I've called that for ages. I look at the situation currently at West Ham. Sullivan is basically what I believe Sullivan is doing is he's trying to get Lopetegui on the cheap to a point until he finds a way of selling the club. Because if you go out and you have to spend a lot of money on Amorim and you're looking to sell the club in 2 years, that ain't gonna wash, is it? He wants to try and keep as much money as possible. So my attitude is I don't want Lopetegui here. I simply don't. I don't think that's the right move. I think what he's doing is he's going with the geezer's CV instead of going with the long-term vision of West Ham, and that's not right. And people keep saying, look at his CV at Real Madrid, fucking
But
Seville.
Will you get behind him?
I will back him. If he turns up, I'm going to have to back him because I've got no fucking choice.
That's all that matters.
But I ain't going to like it.
James, in the team, in the whole club, who is the long-term vision? The long-term vision is probably Tim Steidon. Would you agree?
I would agree to you on that. Yeah, he's the only one really. But Kane's gone, but he'll be back. Oh, Lucas is gone. Carry on, Kane. Kane, you there?
Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah.
Out there. If he's I know he wants Amorim. We all want Amorim, but say it doesn't happen, right? So we can't get him for whatever reason. If he's saying yes to Lopetegui and he thinks this guy can at least push us over and let me sort of build a squad, maybe it's completely fine, man. He's a safe pair of hands. He's a good manager, James. I can't stress nothing. He's a good manager.
I know what you're saying. But there's one thing that's going to irritate me quite a lot if it does come out in the wash, which I believe it does come out in the wash. If he doesn't get Amorim in, and it tops up that he wasn't prepared to pay the compensation for Ruben Amorim, that tells me all you need to know about this ownership of this club. And the thing is, when the hardened Moyes out person, the most hardened Moyes as person won't admit this, but where we've been, Moyes has took us to that place, so to speak. Now we want a manager that's going to take us better than that to try and win the Europa League. Do you know what I mean? Like, do I see Lopetegui coming in, getting to Europe in the first season, and then the following season competing at the highest level of European football and trying to compete to win something? I just don't see it, mate. I don't see it. I feel that this guy is coming in because he needs a job. No other club in the fucking world really wants him. Milan don't really want him. Milan fans don't really want him.
Milan want him, James, not the fans though. And
yeah, but the fans...
I think he's very respected in the football world, James. That's all I'm going to say. He's very respected in the football world, not the football fans world, but the football world. He's a respected manager.
Yeah. I'm just not. Do you know what it is? I'm just not on this vibe with him. I just simply am not on this vibe, and I'm going to be real. I'm quite nervous about this one because if this go, just for argument's sake, West Ham are putting all their eggs in one basket here. Yeah, they are bringing a geezer in who we all know, Kane. Yeah, he's not the. How can I put this? Football-wise, he's okay. Yeah, he's pretty good manager on that regard. But it's outside of football. That's what I'm concerned about. Because if he's prepared to walk away from Wolves when he don't get what he wants, is there going to come a time where he thinks, "Fuck this, I'm going to walk away from West Ham if I don't get what I want"? And that is a major concern to me. We are literally going to do a whole rebuild with this geezer. Is that the right move? Really? I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Simply not.
I wouldn't want the rebuild to be a Lopetegui rebuild. I want the rebuild to be a Steiner rebuild. And I think no matter what happens, it is a Steiner rebuild. That's all I'm going to say, James, to be fair. I think Lopetegui's coming in as a head coach, not to come in and buy loads of veteran La Liga players, which I joked about first, but I don't think he's doing that.
Yeah, well, we will see. Right, we're going to wrap this up. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to E20 Zone TV, all of that. It's been a shit day. Chelsea smashed us 5. Moyes has gone mad in his post-match interviews and shit. And yeah, listen, 2 weeks' time will be the final time of the season. And I really can't wait. Take care. Abush.
Never love.